Hiya mate, June the 28th and 0 Manchester United signings. Now, there's not been a lot of signings across the board. I think Arsenal have signed that loanee Hincapi, Hincapi. Obviously we had the announcement that Elliot Anderson's gone to City for more dodgy money. But no one else has really done anything. Now, United, I would have thought by now, a bit like last season, we would have gone for it. Really early doors, transfer. Now, there's two ways I'm looking at it. Is that we are twiddling our thumbs, which we'll get to. Or the other thing is we're just keeping it really low-key, because Kuna and Boomer was really low-key. It just suddenly happened. I remember turning on the telly or turning on the phone and saying, oh my God, we signed Kuna. Oh my God, we signed a Boomer. I'm hoping that United have done that, is that the signings are being done in the background. There's no leaks. And maybe July the 1st, I don't know. That is when it'll be announced, these signings. Edison, it's gone quiet, I think. I think the World Cup's caused probably the main problem of this. But who else? You know, Elliot Anderson obviously is gone. I wouldn't pay 113 for him. It's the way City work. This blank check attitude, no manager. They still haven't announced Maresca signing a £130 million player. There's not many players I would rate 130 million at the minute. I would go maybe Haaland. I'd pay that. And Mbappe. Paris Saint-Germain winger. I can't say it. Kvaratskhelia. I think he's worth about 100. I think Declan Rice showed he was 100 because he took Arsenal. He was one of the reasons Arsenal went from there to champions. But does Elliot Anderson take City from second to first? I don't think so. Are we just going to see another Jack Grealish? Might do. You know, I don't think there's anything spectacular. I said, yeah, United needed him, but I don't think City needed him. You know, it would change us. It would take us from there to there. But City, I think it takes them from there to there. Anderson. But as I said, you know, you got all the press about Mateus Fernandes. It could be press, it could be agent, you know, causing this. Trying to get United to move their hand. Tottenham, though, we're going to let Tottenham sign Fernandes. But then again, if Tottenham are happy to spend 80, 90 million on it, okay, the player can say, oh, I don't want to go to Tottenham, I want to go to United. You know, I just don't think Fernandes is worth 80 million, you know? We've got to get some value out of this market. Nemecha, the German lad, they're in the World Cup, nothing's going to happen. Carlos Baleba, is that happening? Or is it never going to happen? Maybe it was never going to happen. Tonali making a bid for Sandro Tonali, and then going back in and going, you sure you can't accept 80? You know, 80 for Tonali I think is a good price. I think United, but they're holding out Newcastle for 100. If they're seeing Elliot Anderson go for 113, they're thinking, well, Tonali, he's worth 100. We've just sold Gordon for 85. Do you want to sign Ramsdale for 80 million? Because everyone's buying shit players for a lot of money. And these inflated prices are frightening. Concerns me then we've got to move into Europe, because I'd rather have players from the Premier League. Abumo, Kuna, prove that. Okay, Lemens did well. So if we find a player with the right mentality abroad and probably pay 30 million less, that could be a good thing. But my hope is they're working behind the scenes and it'll all come out. It'll suddenly happen. United will suddenly bish bash bosh signings. I think it might be. It might be that way, but it's horrible as a fan because you're checking Sky Sports News and BBC News every day and there's nothing, and other teams are making moves. It's frustrating, very frustrating. And we've got to get the midfield bit sorted first, because there's other positions that we've got to look into, you know. Fullback, are we going to get a striker in? Is there a free agent that we can bring in for the striker position? Give Sesko someone to learn from, and then as he gets older, then he can take it. I don't know. But you've got to have faith in Barada and Wilcox, you know. At least he's not like Ed Woodward. I'll never forget Ed Woodward pre-season and like waiting for these transfers to come in and watching, I think it was the British Lions were on tour or something, and Ed Woodward's in the stadium watching it in Australia or New Zealand. And you're like that, what are you doing here? Get back to Manchester, you bald tit. I'm bald as well. Get back to Manchester. Sign some players. So let's give it to the 1st. Let's give it to the 1st of July. And then we'll start seeing players signing. Hopefully United have got it. For me, 2 midfielders I would be happy with. Tonali. And I think if we got Fernandes, I'd be happy with that. If not, Tonali, maybe Believer, if we can get him, depending on what price. Alex Scott, of course, is another option. I don't know whether that is, but again, what price are they going to be asking for Alex Scott? These players seem to be only having one good season, and like getting these ridiculous prices. Back in the day, you used to have like 3 seasons before you got a crazy price. But hey ho, look, it's Sunday, weather's better. No, you're not got no signings, none at all. We're all panicking. No, we're not. I hope you're enjoying the channel, guys. Like and subscribe. Got some videos coming up from my father with his views on the World Cup, his positive and negatives. It's going to give us his feelings, maybe on transfers or the stadium. That's coming up. You'll have me in the car. You may get an England-Panama match reaction. That might be, something I'm going to do. And yeah, like and subscribe, guys. And I'll see you very soon for some more chat. See you soon.